high-end ingredients that require simple cooking. As Garan took a bite of the crab meat, 200 points were easily pocketed by him. The difference between the two teams is 330 points. If we don't make effective adjustments, Toriko's team will be eliminated. Coco is under a lot of pressure, but Toriko let him boldly flip the cards. He can eat any ingredient. After a lot of thinking, Coco turns over his next card. It was a 100,000-volt electric banana. The second card he turned over was a shrimp and crab. According to the rules of the competition, if the two food items are different, then the next card will go to the other player. Coco's ability to make such a mistake is impossible. When the crowd was puzzled, Coco has mastered the rules of this game. This game is not won by scoring a high score. The only way to win is to survive to the end. Coco wants to use poisonous food to kill Garan, but is it really that simple? As an undefeated casino master, Garan had already guessed Coco's mind. He had already put on his contact lenses to see through. He knew all the card counts and the food. Then Garan began to turn over the cards. First, a giant spiny sea urchin that looks like a brain. Then the hard rock potatoes. And finally, the exciting lightning lemon. But Garan just pinched it and ate the lemon. Garan's score is now 930 points, and Toriko's team is still at 310. But that's not the worst of it. Coco has turned over two different cards. They're not going to be able to sit still for long, but Garan wouldn't let that stop him. He turned over 40 points for spider ants, a 20-cent bubble abalone and a 200-cent golden prawn. After eating all these ingredients, Garan's score was 1,190 points. The huge difference in score makes Garan think he's won. It's Coco's turn to fight back. On his first card, he flips over a 30-point turtle crab. Toriko goes in for a 17-punch combo. The crab wanted to go home to his mommy. 2 minutes later, a plate of delicious crab meat is brought to the table. Toriko ate it all in no time. He only scored a miserable 30 points. Now there are only 10 cards left on the table, unless a miracle happens to even the score. Coco continues to turn over his cards. It's a poisonous potato. It's all over now. This potato is more toxic than a blowfish whale. An ordinary person will die instantly if he smells it. Coco's face is heavy. For the sake of Toriko's life, he chose cherry bomb number 10. This cherry is not to be eaten. At the slightest disturbance, it will cause a violent explosion. It's as powerful as a nuclear weapon. Since Coco has turned over two wrong cards in a row, the flop is now in Garan's hands. This time, he turned over a 250-point devil's panda, but in order to save his energy, Garan's second card was blue cheese. I don't need to tell you how it smells. Anyone who smells it will die on the spot. Coco's hand is back on the board. The total number of cards in the field is only 360 points. Coco has no choice. Without hesitation, he flips over two devil pandas. According to the rules of the game, as long as he takes one of the devil's aces, he can trade for the highest scoring card in his opponent's hand. Will Toriko be able to defeat this horrible monster?